Have you ever considered the possibility that you might be doing too much and making too little? If you're a coach trying to get clients, there's a chance that you're doing too much. You're posting live, you're sending emails, you're posting every day, you're like watching your phone, trying to be like,
hey, can you like please do something?
Just people are not grateful. Like they never book calls, they never buy from you, or worse, they tell you,
hey, I'll definitely buy from you someday.
And they never buy. And then you can't make money. And then you're like, okay, what's wrong? Is it my content? Is it my lead flow? Is it my offer? Like, what is it? All these things that I just threw your way, we're going to solve them in this video. And we're going to solve it with one analogy. This one analogy, a lot of coaches have taken it to go from 10 to 30K a month. And I'm just going to give it away for free. This is something I paid like $6,000 in consulting for. But once I understood this analogy will help you look at your own business and see, oh, this is where my bottleneck is. This is what I need to attack. And this is how you finally get more coaching clients. To prove to you that it works, you can Google my name, Jacob Molina, built 2 7-figure companies and sold 1. So you can know that these methods are legit because I have a ton to lose. If I give you bad info in this video, my reputation is stuck with you. So I have to show you something good. And that's how you can trust that this video will at least leave you better than it found you. Now, let's say you're driving and you get a flat tire. The simplest solution is to just fix the flat tire. Because if you fix the flat tire, you can get back at it. But if you fix the good tire, then you will remain stuck. Imagine this car is your coaching business and it has 4 tires. The first tire is followers. You need people to see your stuff. The other one is leads. You need people to opt into your stuff. The other is buyers. You need people to buy your stuff. And the last one is repeat buyers. You need people to stay in your stuff. Now, a good business has all of these dialed in. I'm going to give you, as we go in this video, ways to measure which areas do I need to improve on, because you're not lazy. Maybe you just don't know what's the best thing you can work on. And I'm going to show you what is the best thing you can work on so that it can fix the flat tire and not the good tire. Because if you fix the flat tire, you will go faster and you will grow. Now, let's say you got a couple thousand followers. Maybe you got 5,000 followers, which means that that's a pretty good base. You're good at closing people on calls. You just got to get them on the calls. And once people buy once, they realize that your service is actually good, so they stay. You're good at closing people on calls. People stay, and you got a bunch of followers, but you can't get them on the calls. Nobody's using your candidate. You can't use the DMs to book the calls. So then this is your flat tire. Once you fix that, the business will grow. But what do most people do? They look at this and assume,
okay, I understand the problem. I think the best use of my time is paying people to share my content.
How the fuck is that supposed to work? Or they look at this and say, oh, let me tweak my offer. Who's gonna buy your offer if you can't get them on the call in the first place? Fix a good tire and the business stagnates, but fix a flat tire and the business grows. Now let's look at the tires in your business. So let's say you have 10,000 followers. In that case, I would consider that a good base. That's 10,000 people you can talk to. Here's a picture of a stadium with 10,000 people. If you can convince one of these to become your client every month, then your follower count isn't the problem. If you're between 3K and 10K followers, and these are not just followers, by the way, this could be email subs or YouTube subs, whatever. I would consider that yellow. That's slightly smaller. It's something, but it's smaller. And I would consider less than 3K red. Let's say you get more than 1 call a day. Your calendar is just booking calls consistently with qualified prospects. More than 1 call a day, I would call that green. If you're around 1 call a day, that'll probably be yellow. And if you're red, then that means you get less than 1 call a day. There are some days in which there are no calls. That's rare. And you gotta focus on your lead flow. Because if thousands of people follow you and nobody is using your link in bio, that's a problem. Now, buyers, you actually get people on the calls. How good are you at closing them? So let's say you close maybe 4 out of 10 or more. That's good. That's green. Let's say you close 2 or 3 out of 10, then that's yellow. Maybe either your sales skills need help or your offer needs help. It could be either one of those. If you close nobody or just 1 out of 10, then that's red. And the last one is repeat buyers. You're green if 20 to 30% of people stay for the next month. They just don't pay you once, they pay you many times. You're yellow if it's 10 to 20%. And you're green if it's less than 10%. Look at this diagram and look at your own car and think, what do my tires look like? So let me show you a common scenario. Your follower count is pretty good. Could even be yellow, but it's not that big of an issue. There's still a lot of people. And even if it's 3K, this is a picture of a stadium with 3K people. That's a lot of people. You're good at closing people on calls. Just have to get them on the call. Like, that's the thing. It's almost as if it's harder to get people on a call than it is to buy from you on that call. Now, repeat buyers. There may be some issues here, but people sometimes stay for long. The problem is leads. You can't get them on the calendar. Sometimes you feel like people don't take you seriously. They don't respond to when you ask them to DM. You keep providing value and they keep telling you,
I'm not that liquid right now. Let me think about it. Let me ask my wife.
that's what you need to focus. You know what would not fix your business? Paying people to share your stuff. That wouldn't grow your business because that tire is already good. You don't need to change a good tire. You know also what wouldn't change your business? Tweaking your offer. Because you're already closing people on the calls. It's about getting them on the call. But you know what would change your business completely is you becoming good at getting people to stay. That's what would change your business. And this is what I mean when I tell people, as a coach, in order to get to 30K a month, you need to do less. Because doing more would equal finding this, and not changing anything that actually needs to be changed in the business. Yet that's what most people want you to do. They tell you, tweak your offer, buy more shares, change your niche, create an offer suite, create a funnel. It's unnecessary. They're making you work way more than you actually need to work. So look at this objectively and ask yourself, how can I improve my lead flow? How can I get more repeat buyers? And don't focus on the things that are already good. Focus on the things that need your help the most. And I promise you, the business will grow. If you're stuck at 10K a month and you want to get more coaching clients, you can go to the links below, program.likesandcash.com. You're going to be able to book a 15-minute call in which we will look at your car, find ways in which we can fix it, and then just get it done so you won't have to think about it. Hope that was helpful, and remember, likes and cash.